Welcome back to the page. My name is Devon, and on this channel we talk about locks. Today's topic is about dreadlocks in the workplace and whether or not they're considered professional. So you don't have to stare at me while I babble. I'm going to overlay this commentary with some footage of me taking out my 2 strands this morning. And as a reward for sitting through this video, I do a lock count video at the end because apparently that's a thing in this community. Alright, on to the topic. Are locks professional? I'll answer in 3 parts. Firstly, of course they are. But I have a bias and so do you. If you're watching this video, you either have locks or are thinking about getting, so your opinion is skewed in one direction. The real question should be, is the general consensus of locks that they are professional or unprofessional? To which I would answer, it probably depends. Okay, Devon, what does it depend on? It depends on what professional looks like for you. Professional on a football field doesn't look the same as professional in a sales office, which doesn't look the same as professional in a warehouse. If you're in a client-facing role, and your market is predominantly non-black folks who may not be fully acquainted with the black experience and all things dreadlocks, they may have preconceived notions about them. And that's okay, people are allowed the space to be ignorant. What you got to consider is if you would be the best fit as the face of your organization externally. The org may know better and be trained on diversity and inclusion, but does the client base? Some folks know that tattoos and piercings and dreadlocks don't mean you're a certain type of person, and unfortunately some other folks just don't. Secondly, even if we can agree that they are considered professional, there's still a self-imposed barrier. I'll tell you what I mean. On top of combating prejudice and stereotypes, remember that when you're competing for advancement in work, you're fighting against social perception and your counterparts. And they have traditional hairstyles, they don't have facial hair, they don't have tattoos, which means just to have equal footing, you need to be better prepared, better spoken, and better dressed. Diversity and inclusion initiatives account for this, but bias isn't an all or nothing mentality. In fact, it's just part of the human condition. My personal recommendation, and a lot of y'all young boys will not be trying to hear this, but my personal recommendation as a late 20s professional is to wait until you've gained career momentum, if you can help it, to grow out your hair. Fresh out of college in a competitive job market, you don't want to create a single barrier for yourself to be gainfully employed. Waiting a role or two can make all the difference in where you finish in your career. If you think this type of content is valuable and you get something out of it, do me a favor and leave a like or comment, maybe even subscribe if you're feeling spicy. Engagement from y'all motivates me to stay consistent with this and will help me to push out the next 3 or 4 ideas I have, among which are videos like why I regret interlocking my hair, things I would do if I was starting over, and our high top dreads going out of style. So if you want that type of content, you gotta let me know by engaging with me. Third and final thought, if you want them, do it anyway. To me, representing access, like I mentioned in that other video, 10 things I learned, is more important than any potential stunting of career growth. If I get passed up on a role because of my presentation, but inspire 10 people to reach for higher roles or apply for that position because they know it's available and accessible to them, that's worth it to me. Lastly, onto the lock count. Alright, so I do have an uneven amount of locks. I'll count them out for you. This is down the middle. Let's make sure we're in focus. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 on this side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on this side, for a total of 28 locks, 15 and 13. Thank you all again for watching. Again, if you like the content, let me know. It'll motivate me to keep applying myself to the page and up the quality of these for y'all. See you in the next one.